Good evening, this is the Storyteller. Tonight I'll be reading The Night Forest, Part 3, A Day. The class was boring. The teacher was droning on and on about nothing in particular. The girl was trying to stay awake by drawing with her fingers on the desk. She was struggling to keep her eyes open. The call to the outside was getting stronger. The green of the leaves and the grass, the smell of the forest, the sunshine through the branches. The girl's eyes closed for a moment. When she blinked, she saw that she was outside, standing by the window of the classroom. The girl looked in the window and saw what should have been her silhouette. But she saw a plain girl sitting in her seat. As she looked on, she saw the teacher notice that she was absent. The teacher spoke, and the girl knew that her name was being called. The girl did not know how she was projecting during the day, as the rays of sunlight usually make her whole again. She saw the teacher call her name again. The girl willed herself to go back again. Esther! The teacher was standing right next to her now. Wake up! Esther slowly brought her head up, first looking outside the window before facing her teacher. She needed to say something about why she was asleep. I'm sorry, miss. I had a late night. It won't happen again, Esther said with an apologetic look on her face. The teacher sighed and walked back to the front of the classroom and carried on with her lesson, as if nothing had happened. Well, nothing had happened, but Esther was still confused by how she had managed to project during the day. She only projects during the night, while asleep. Was she really that tired that she fell asleep during the day? After lessons, during a break, Esther went round to find the spot she was standing during the lesson. She looked down and saw a single blade of grass that shimmered from the dew on it. That night, Esther lay down on her bed and closed her eyes. Slowly, she felt a spirit peeling away from her body. Slowly, she felt herself lifting up. Slowly, she felt a spirit floating away. She blinked. Eyes open now. She was back in the woods, amongst the trees. She looked back at the house and at the clearing for a second. She turned back towards the trees and ran. Moonlight skin and sunlight hair, she ran. Her feet glided across the ground. She ran. Her dress flipped around her. She ran. Hours and hours she ran. Never stopping, never slowing, she ran. Something as brilliant as bright as her went by. Esther stopped running, stopped moving. Her eyes scanned around her, eyeing the path she had taken. There was no sign of who or what had gone by. A flash of light went by. Esther turned her head to it. Too late. Nothing. She heard the echo of a noise. She turned to it, and there was another just like her. Who are you? He asked. His voice was an echo of his body's voice. His face was a mixture of amazement, confusion, and suspicion. Who are you? The stillness of the night began to feel shaky. as a mind's eyes looked over Esther. She thought about just running away, but realized that he could just follow her back to her clearing. She decided to talk to him. "I'm Esther," she said, surprised at how her voice sounded. Like her body's voice, but more from without than within. An echo. She frowned at the thought. "Where am I? I've been coming to this place for months, but I've never seen anyone else here." The man looked at Esther, wide-eyed. He shook his head and turned his face down to the ground, as if he was having an internal discussion. "Follow me." And with that he turned and ran. A flash of light, only the afterglow giving any sign he was anywhere. I hope you enjoyed that tonight. As I said, I will be changing it so that it's not just pictures. There will be some actual footage of walking through a forest sometime. Yeah, so if you liked it, click like. If you've got any comments, write them down below, and subscribe if you want to have more videos like this. And good night.